Hey everybody, it's your boy Frank Martin here, and it's time for What Winds My Crank with Mr. Frank. So what's winding my crank today is that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson returns to the wrestling world. Now this is why it's winding my crank. He's not returning as far as staying as a wrestler. He's just returning to host WrestleMania later on this year. And this is what my thing is like, for those who don't know, WrestleMania is a big deal. It is a really big deal. Big matches have happened, such as The Rock versus Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior. Okay, let me just kick Hogan to the curb. There's also Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Undertaker, The Undertaker's undefeated streak for WrestleMania, and, I think last year's big match was the return of the Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker match, which was really great. But it really irritates me because The Rock, he left wrestling and went to being an actor. He did great movies like The Rundown and The Rundown, and he's done several other movies that they're okay. Like Walking Tall, that was all right. Planet 51. That was okay. I enjoyed it for a kids movie. It was pretty enjoyable. But then he had other movies such as The Tooth Fairy. So he's had his veritable ups and downs in his career, and he's doing a lot of children's movies. So it really irritates people because they go, I remember when The Rock used to come up on stage and he'd take people down SmackDown Lane to Know Your Role Boulevard and everything, and then he leaves and he does a movie like The Rundown and Doom, and you're like, okay, yeah, he's going to be an action star, he's going to be big. And then he starts doing kids movies like Return to Witch Mountain and The Tooth Fairy and that other movie, it was like The Game Plan, when he finds out he's the father to a daughter he didn't even know he had. And it's like, really, Rock? Really? So people feel weird because they want him to come back to wrestling because they think his acting career is not really taking off. So they're of two different worlds. And now he's in Fast Five, and that movie hasn't come out yet, so we don't even know how well he was in that movie. So I guess all this brings us to my favorite part of the day, which is the question of the day: should The Rock leave his acting career for wrestling? He's almost 40, and in wrestling terms, he is almost past his prime. Most wrestlers retire around the age of 42 to 45. Some, like Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan, continue wrestling all the way up until they go into the grave. So, if he leaves his acting career, he could come back, maybe wrestle for 3 more years, and be an on-air personality, much like Booker T or Steven Regal, or William Regal, depending on who you talk to. But, would you want him to actually leave his acting career to go wrestling? Or do you think that he actually does have a career that has a chance to be, salvaged? Maybe Fast Five will be his, rebirthing into the action movie genre. If you're on YouTube or on our Facebook page, leave us a message below. If you're on My Morning Joe, just go ahead and log in, leave a comment. Like always, any good comments, I'll be more than happy to give my response. But my name's Frank Martin, and that's what winds my crank. Whoa, don't go yet. Don't forget to share this video and like it too.